Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. And the plan for today's video is the first thing I want to do is I want to build up a hydrogen tank and some hydrogen thrusters to help move the respawn pod around a little bit, because right now the ion thrusters on it are having a hard time moving it around. So I want to get that done as soon as possible. Because the second thing I want to get done in today's video is I want to find some sort of asteroid to build a base on, because I want to upgrade a few things on the respawn pod. Like, for example, the basic refinery and basic assembler. I want to upgrade those to the regular refinery and regular assembler. But as the respawn pod stands, I don't think it can handle that. So that's one reason why I want to build up a bit of a base on an asteroid. The second reason why I want to build a base on an asteroid is because at some point in this playthrough, I do want to replace the respawn pod with something better. And so in order to do that, I am going to need some sort of base to like work on it and stuff. So that's another reason why I want a base. And after all that, I do want to try and see if I can build up a bit of a mining ship. Because I think it would be useful for, like, collecting resources and stuff. Especially if I'm going to be building up a big ship to replace the respawn pod. The other reason why I want a mining ship too is because right now the respawn pod as it stands isn't very good at like mining. So I do want to get some sort of like mining ship to, help out, get resources and stuff. Also, that reminds me, in the last video, I asked you guys what I should name the respawn pod, and one of you kindly suggested that I should name it the Lone Ranger, and I think that name describes the respawn pod pretty well, as it is alone in almost empty space. And also, I do think it sounds pretty cool. So anyways, with that out of the way now, let's get into today's video. And so starting off here, like I mentioned, the first thing I want to get done is build up a hydrogen tank and some hydrogen thrusters. And so you can already see, I did grind off the solar panels off camera, just to give me kind of like that head start for today's video. So what I was planning on doing actually was adding the hydrogen tank to the front of the ship, like just like right here, and then add some hydrogen thrusters around it. So that was like kind of like my general idea that I had. And actually, real quickly, if I just turn my HUD back on, go to the G menu and actually search up hydrogen tanks. Or wait, we haven't unlocked hydrogen yet, which is odd. I thought we did unlock hydrogen. Oh, it looks like I need to grind out an O2H2 generator, which isn't that big a problem. If we just go to here, we can just easily grind that down, and then there we go. So it should be unlocked. So now I can build up a hydrogen tank there, then add some hydrogen thrusters around it, and I think it should be pretty good. Alright, so you know what, guys? I'm gonna actually see you guys back when I have a bit of an outline, because I want to further explain to you like what I have planned in my head. So yeah, you know what, I'm gonna see you guys back when I have a bit of an outline done. Alright here guys, so I just finished kind of like building an outline. Now I did build up the hydrogen tank, because in order to unlock the hydrogen thrusters, I did need to build up a hydrogen tank, so I did do that. But other than that, I didn't do anything else. I just placed down the hydrogen thrusters. So as you can see here, I'm not doing anything super crazy. I'm just putting down, just some hydrogen thrusters along the sides here, just to help with mobility a little bit. And yeah, you know what? I am going to actually see you guys back when I am done constructing all of these hydrogen thrusters. Alright guys, so quick update here. So I noticed here that while I was just looking around that the ion thruster is pointing straight up at this hydrogen thruster. And so actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to actually just get rid of this ion thruster because right now I have two hydrogen thrusters facing in the same direction, so I would say this one doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm just gonna grind this one down and put it in storage. But other than that, nothing else really happened in between then. So yeah, I'll update you guys when the hydrogen thrusters are done. Alright guys, so I just finished constructing all of the hydrogen thrusters here, as you can see. Now, some of them are off, but I think if I go into the control seat here and just kind of like move around a little bit, I think it'll turn all of them on. Yeah, there you go. So now if we want to go backwards here, or like move in almost any direction, it should be a bit easier now that we have some hydrogen thrusters working. And yeah, that is the first thing on our checklist done. And so now the second thing on my checklist that I want to get done is find an asteroid to build a base on. And so now the type of asteroid I want to find is like something that's like kind of like flat or flat-ish to like build a bit of a base on. And not like a super big base either. Something like that can get the job done, if you know what I mean. And actually, you know what? Looking around here, I think that asteroid over there might even get the job done. It looks nice and flat. So, you know what? I'm just going to fly the Lone Ranger there just over to that asteroid and see if it looks good or not. Alright, guys. So, hold on. Alright, guys. So, just flew over to the asteroid here. And it's not quite as flat as I thought it was, but I think it'll still get the job done a little bit. Like this front area here looks kind of flat-ish. I mean, like I said, it'll get the job done. I'm not looking for, you know, the perfect asteroid. But yeah, I think it'll do well. So now from here, I think I'm gonna get some steel plates and kind of construct a bit of an outline what I want this base to kind of look like. So you know what, guys, I'm actually gonna see you guys back when I have a bit of an outline of what I want this base to look like. Alright here, guys. So as you can see, I've spent the past maybe about 10 minutes, I would say, building up a bit of a base. And as you can see, it is quite the base. It's pretty much got everything on it to be independent. Like it has its own med bay. It's gonna have like a solar panel array thing on top of there to produce power. It has a battery to store extra power, and of course it has a large cargo container for storage, a refinery and assembler. It also has its own H2O2 generators over here. And yeah, I think this base is gonna get the job done really nicely here. I also have a connector here for the Lone Ranger to connect when it's all finished. And I also have one here for the mining ship that I have in mind. Because I did build a mining ship in Creative the other day that I do want to use in this series. And it does have downwards facing connectors on it. So yeah, that is pretty much the whole base in a nutshell. And this is going to cost quite a lot to construct and everything. Like here real quickly, if I just go and do that, like the industrial refinery on its own is going to require at least, what is that, 1100 steel plates. Like that is a ton of steel plates. So yeah, this is certainly going to be quite the challenge to construct everything, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. But yeah, you know what, I think I am going to start with the refinery here, just because it looks like it's going to be the thing that's going to require the most resources out of everything here. So yeah, you know what, guys, I will update you when I have the refinery all assembled. Alright here, so I just finished welding up the refinery here, and I did have enough iron and stuff to weld it up here, which is pretty good actually. That means I'm not too worried about anything else here, because this was kind of like the big thing here that did take up the most of the resources. So I think from here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld this up and then connect the Lone Ranger here up to the base. so we can refine stuff up way faster. And you know what, guys? I think that is going to be the plan right now. So I'm going to see you guys back when I'm ready to connect Lone Ranger back up to the base. Alrighty here, so I just finished constructing the connector arm here or whatever, and actually on the Lone Ranger here I did put a bit of a connection point there. So what I am going to do is I'm going to just turn it around and connect it up to there, and then hopefully I will be able to use the refinery here to refine things faster. And actually, even before I do that, while I was constructing that, I realized that I was running a bit low on iron, and I have no more iron ore or stone. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to real quickly just go and mine up a bit of stone and then connect it up to the base. So you know what, guys, I am going to see you guys back when I am done mining up a bit of stone and when I have it connected up to the base here. Alright here, so I just connected up to the base here, and I also did mine up some stone. So what I think I am going to do now actually is if I go to just refinery here, I'm going to turn off the basic refinery. So all the material is just going to go to the industrial refinery to get mined up and stuff, which shouldn't be too bad. Or actually, another thing I'm quite worried about too is power. How are we doing on power here? It says fully depleted in 3 hours, which isn't too bad, I would say. And yeah, look at it. It's already, you know, refining and stuff, which is great. And you know what? From here, I am going to see if I can build up the assembler. And then I think from the assembler, I'm going to do the cargo container. And then I'm going to do the O2H2 generator and then the med bay. So that is the plan for right now. And yeah, you know what? I will see you guys back when I am done building the assembler. Alrighty here, guys. So quick update here. So I did actually go ahead and tried and assembling everything, but I couldn't. I did end up running out of iron, which is super annoying. But I am going to have to solve that in the next video here, guys. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. And if you do enjoy my content, I would appreciate it if you did subscribe. It really does help me out. And yeah, thank you for watching the video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.